Morning. It's Friday, September 26th. Today it looks to me like the government is going to shut down. Looks like we are not going to raise enough money to keep our government running. The U.S. national debt has passed $33 trillion as the shutdown looms on us. And this looming shutdown will upend crucial federal programs. So this is no minor event here. This is a major event. Event is a poor choice of words. Catastrophe would be a much better description. Right now, funding is set to expire on September 30th. And our lawmakers are struggling to reach a consensus on a new spending plan. And the Republicans are trying to push something through to keep us going temporarily. The looming government shutdown will threaten crucial federal programs. And this is caused by extreme House Republicans who are making all the lawmakers struggle to reach an agreement on a funding plan that is crucial to this government's existence right now. The current group of extreme House Republicans is putting our government on a path that would endanger all the communities in this country, endanger our economy and our national security. And that's a warning that the White House has presented recently. So I don't know what's driving these people away from compromise. Are we so difficultly set up that we cannot compromise? The Senate has compromised. The Senate has come together. They are prepared to take care of the country. They do not want this shutdown. So we have 100 members in the Senate that are perfectly willing to compromise and work together. But the 435 clowns in Congress can't do that. There are extreme pockets on both sides, but right now the extreme pocket of the Republicans is doing the damage. So instead of following the example of the Republicans and the Democrats in the Senate, these extreme Republicans in Congress are demanding a reckless laundry list of partisan proposals as a condition of keeping the government open. They want an evidence-free of impeachment of the president. And even some of the other Republicans in their party don't agree with them. Why are they trying to impeach Biden now? As a retaliation of the 2 impeachments that went through against Trump? Has Biden done anything near what Trump did to get into the middle of an impeachment when we have to deal with funding of the country? This is a reckless endangerment of millions of hardworking families, and seniors count on this money. And there's many other things that go into the funding of this country. And while there will be no funding, there will still be people working. Active military and federal law enforcement personnel will be working. They will be forced to work without pay. But Congress, the evil people in this entire situation, they will continue to get paid. Now, why should a congressman get paid when he has caused this entire mess? Why should they get paid? Why shouldn't they feel the pain of not receiving a salary for as long as this condition exists? Now, I'm telling you this, even though I know that 50 or 60% of the people in Congress are already millionaires. So money doesn't mean that much to them. It would give the public a much better impression if they were to sacrifice their salaries also for this period of time. But I don't think that's going to happen. So this is an unjust situation. We will have many, many people affected by this shutdown. there will be people who will not work, and they won't get paid either. So you'll have people working without pay, and then you'll have people who are not working and they're not getting paid. And they have no way of earning a living unless they can find another job, and then maybe they won't even come back to work for the government or wherever they're working, right? And thousands of children can lose health programs. And air traffic controllers and TSA officers would have to work without pay also. So that would threaten travel delays across the country. So this is a disaster in the making. But do those people in Congress think about that? No. They have their little minuscule world, the little tight little bundle of shit that they're worried about. And they do not consider the general public at all, even though those people vote for them. And it's a shame. It's a shame that we can't get rid of these congressmen that easily. And as soon as the congressmen are voted into office, they're back on the campaign trail because they only work for a two-year term limit. So Congress is a disaster. They don't do their job, and they screw up the country. The country has this big, terrible debt problem, but that wasn't created by the people. That was created by the Congress. They allowed the president, the former president, and any current president to run rampant with our money. So they're not doing their job, and they want the public right now to pay the price. And we got a handful of them who are willing to shut the government down and put hundreds of thousands of people on the edge. Because let's remember, not only will the people who are not getting paid working, but then there are people who are not getting paid and not working, and then that affects the services of those who are forced to work in this situation. So shutting the country down is a real disaster in many, many ways. But do they care? Do these people consider that? No. They have their own little agenda, one little item that they must have. And this guy has one little item, and that guy has one little item, and nothing's getting done. And let's not forget the money that we piss away, that Congress allows us to piss away. Because everything they do, they never have a plan to make sure that the money that they have given out is spent properly. Just look at fraud that went on with the COVID-19, the pandemic funding. If you look at all the fraud and everything that occurred, you can see that Congress and our government is very sloppy about the way they dole out money. We will put together spending plans, but they will be ungoverned. And that's why we have a lot of these problems, because we only do a half-assed job. We don't thoroughly consider all the alternatives. And so I say that we have ineptitude in the Congress, and unfeeling ineptitude. And I will leave you with that this morning, an ugly situation that might even get uglier as time goes on. Have a great day. Bye.